So it's a little nippy outside today, but it's beautiful. And I wanted to get a few things done, small things. Like there are those things that we do as farmers and gardeners and homesteaders they're small and they don't necessarily add to our homesteading journey so much as add to our joy, which is so important when you're doing so much work for your family. And one of those things is getting some roses and some raspberries planted up in pots. Let me show you. Okay, so recently you know that we've been involved in making teas from our homegrown produce, and so I personally wanted to be able to add to that variety, but I also wanted to be able to have something that I really enjoy looking at. Raspberry leaf tea is something that has been known for a long time to be beneficial for menstrual cramps and many other things, but that's our primary concern with using it medicinally. So we have six bare root raspberry plants in this pot. Let me bring you out, there we go. In this pot we have the heritage red raspberry and all of these are from Stark Bros. Heritage red raspberry, and here in this pot we have the Ann yellow raspberry. So that'll be 6 raspberry plants that we will have. We can also harvest the fruit, of course. And what we're going to do is we're going to trellis these up an archway eventually. Right now we're just trying to, get them started. In addition to that, we also have some roses that we got. We got 3 different colors, yellow, pink, and red. So I don't remember which is which, but there are labels in there somewhere. And so there's 2 there and 1 here. Rose hips are also something that are very beneficial for teas and very tasty too. Rose water is something that's also very common in this area. So while we're able to add to the beauty of our landscaping and kind of just bring ourselves a little bit of joy and peace with a project that, there's not a lot of pressure here. This is just something fun. If it works, wonderful. If it doesn't, well, we'll try again. It's nice to add those fun projects to the journey as well. But you guys know that I am a sucker for using all of my space. So even though this is a fun project, I am going to interplant these pots with some smaller, lower things. Like I believe I'm going to put some lettuces in with the raspberries and in with the roses. I'm not sure yet. I got to make sure that I don't plant something that would be detrimental to either the rose or vice versa. So I do think I have plenty of lettuce that I know lettuce will be fine with all of these. And I do have plenty of lettuce that I can set out. So I could literally fill each one of these with lettuce. And since we did a good composted cow manure and a good organic garden soil in these pots, I know that the soil is healthy and can sustain and support that those multiple plantings. So I'll bring you back when we have everything all planted up and just show you what we decided to go with. Also, there's a lot of us that don't have acres upon acres of land, and I don't think you should feel like just because you don't have the ability to grow. Pots are an amazing option to in-ground beds, even raised beds. So seek that out. In the off season, we were able to find these beautiful pots, and I can't remember the company right now, but these are name brand pots that we were able to purchase from Lowe's for $5 and $3 a piece. These large ones were $5. The smaller ones there, which are still quite large, were $3. And I got way more than this, and I gave a bunch of them away. And I actually have these larger ones like this, I have 2 trees in the high tunnel that are a grapefruit tree and a tangerine tree that are in there. So off-season purchasing really came in handy in this particular case, because we were able to secure these pots and we had these raspberries on the way, and so it just worked out really, really well for us. So never underestimate those off-season sales, guys. Buying in season will break the bank every time, and there's things you have to buy in season because it's only available in season. But if there is something that you can purchase off season, like these pots, things like gardening supplies, a lot of times off season they'll go on clearance. Water hoses, if there are any fertilizers left, they'll usually go on clearance before they send them back to the manufacturers and all of that. So just keep that in mind. Every year we're always checking the clearance areas, and even some of our bulbing flowers we got this year for a really good price. So yeah, so don't give up, give it a shot, grow something in a pot. This is Sheena. Have a good one. Bye.